Hello my friends, it's 6:30 on a beautiful Saturday morning and I'm just off to meet some friends. And there's two of them. Hello! There we got Mark the Most Wanted, we got Mr. Dave, got one more to pick up. We got Uncle Jesse now, Mark the Most Wanted, Mr. Dave and me, Saddlebags. Together we are the Emerald Hunters. Breakfast of champions.
On the road again and over the bridge into Wales. It's a 260-mile slog for us, so there's a couple of breaks along the way before boarding the ferry at Fishguard. Whoa, it's exciting, isn't it? We emerged in Ireland and we were buzzing. Well, I was. Our first stop in Ireland was at New Ross by the Dunbirdie and a takeaway from TJ Bella's. Nom nom nom. And then we made our way through some beautiful countryside to Kilrush in County Tiperrary. Yes, it's a long way. Where we were staying here for the night, which has lovely views, and even better, it's joined to a pub that sold this stuff, which we sampled several times and had a laugh with the locals.
Sunday the 2nd of June. Today we're on our way all the way across Ireland to a place near Foxford in County Mayo. We can take it fairly easy today. Isn't this just beautiful though? Here we are, this is Foxford and we're just approaching our digs. Yay! June the 3rd.
Monday. This was our first day to play on the Wild Atlantic Way, much excite, and it was also the day I lost my mic connection, hence the voiceover and music, otherwise it's just this. And we can't have that. Anyway, we left Foxford after a tasty breakfast back at the ranch and rode down to Ballinrobe, onto Marm Cross, through Clifton to Skye Road. This is where Mark and I left the Wild Atlantic Way last year after riding with Tom. Better weather back then, but it's still very pretty. We rode out to the end, hung out for a while and spoke to more locals. Actually, a group of ladies trying to convince us to go for a swim. I kid you not. I took pictures of Gwen and the V-Strom in the same place I took photos of the witch last year. Next on the agenda, Killary Harbour. And what a ride. Riding along the cliff tops, gateway views. And when you think it can't get any better, you're at the water's edge, surrounded by misty mountains. We arrived at Killary Harbour and is so often the case, almost more natural beauty than can be digested. Just enjoy for a moment, if you will, some of the delicious N59. passed through Lough, probably has other pronunciations, and continued on the N59 heading for Westport and Foxford, but we returned to Lough the following day via a very different route. Tuesday started with a ride to and through a very colourful and vibrant Westport. Our target was Loch Valley, running along the Wild Atlantic Way north to south for the first time. At this point, I didn't fancy our chances of staying dry, but whatever, we'd still enjoy the ride. But as the miles went by, it seemed that maybe the weather was after all on our side. Here we're approaching the drop into Loch Valley. Things are about to get most epic indeed, and I don't think words are needed. After several miles of nothing short of sensational scenery that at times almost brought a tear to my eye, we come back to Killary Harbour and followed the N59 back to Lough. And here we enjoyed some very nice coffee and cake. And yeah, parked by the bins. Suitably refreshed, we headed back up the Lough Valley, which is equally as pretty going the other way. After a while we took a right turn which pointed us up Sheefrey Pass. A long, gradual climb through this beautiful valley. I didn't want this day to end. Riding with mates in places like this is as good as it gets. We stopped a while at the top of Sheefrey Pass to take in this magnificent scenery before dropping down the other side. We head back to the ranch, and there ended another fantastic day. Wednesday. Sadly, we had to leave Mr. Dave behind. Rosie's calves needed some love, or at least that's what he told us. But at this point, my reckoning was that he'd been keeping a closer eye on the forecast than we had. But anyway, we're meeting Tom at Newport and then going on to Achill Island, and this time it looked fairly certain we were going to get wet and views would be limited. But 20 minutes later, we meet Tom and it's like a different day. Newport turned out to be some pretty, and after a short debate about who got wettest, we set off behind Tom in the direction of Achill Island. This bridge joins Achill Island to the mainland, and soon after we cross it we stop for a coffee and cake, very nice. Had a brief history lesson before being escorted around what I later learnt to be Ireland's biggest island. I had no idea what a treat this was going to be. Mile after mile after mile of breathtakingly beautiful. Eventually, we came to this spectacular view over Keem Bay. Another opportunity for food and drink before making our way back across Achill Island. Tom showed us Ireland's smallest pub shortly before parting ways, and we went on to find this fun little road taking us roughly in the direction of our digs. Thursday, our last day to play, and Mr. Dave is back in the game. After enjoying that brilliantly bendy road to Ballycastle, we're back on the Wild Atlantic Way, riding west at first to Cager Fields, and we stopped at a Neolithic museum, which served excellent coffee and cake. And had some splendid views. Now we ride east, back through Ballycastle towards Downpatrick Head. We didn't quite make it to the headland as it involved a bit of a walk, but you can see the stack off Downpatrick Head just here. This was as close as we got, and again we spent some time taking it all in. Having had another thoroughly enjoyable day, we rode back to Foxford for our last night before heading back down through Ireland the next day. We rode back down through Ireland the following day, one last stopover before the ferry. I won't say much about our final night, just that the takeaway wasn't the best, and what little sleep I had was fully clothed with my hood up, and if I'd taken a tent I would have used it. We did get our money back though. Cheers, Mark. Another outstanding week in Ireland. What you didn't see in this video is the laughs that we had in the evenings or the interactions with the locals. The Irish peoples are the friendliest bunch I know. I wish I'd caught some of those conversations, but I think it would lose its authenticity with a camera around. I want to thank Tom for kindly taking us around Achill Island. Great to meet you again, my friend. I want to thank Uncle Jesse, Mr. Dave and Mark the Most Wanted for their company. You've given me lifelong memories, mostly for good reasons. I won't tell who came out with camel toe yoga stretch. Tears of laughter in the evenings, and close to tears of joy out on the road. A shame it had to end. Before I go, a special thank you to Lynn and Mark for sorting the accommodation. The bungalow in Foxford, our base for a few days, was top notch. And of course, as always, thank you for watching, and until next time, take care. Ciao for now. Bye bye.
We'll ride the road together.